It comes back to this common denominator. Every person I've ever asked that has a drug addiction problem, I would ask them intentionally, what was your drug of choice, your first drug of choice that set you on this path? Marijuana. Every time, marijuana. So we're legalizing across this country, in the different states, the drug that starts this addiction process.
I'll never forget my first traffic stop that yielded in like this teeny tiny baggie of cannabis. Yeah, 26-year-old me on afternoons getting the old bag of weed. Look at that bag of weed. And the irony being hugs, not drugs. Oh, I was so proud of my catch. What a fucking joke. My question for Grady Judd is, while he's trying to fearmonger the shit out of cannabis to the world, is, did you ask those same people how many of them had had a beer at all in their lives? Could the beer have been the gateway drug and not cannabis? Or maybe some shit poison food like McDonald's or any other fast food that puts that toxic chemical allegedly into our system and warps our brains? Did you ever ask them that? Or was it only specifically cannabis you were feeding them? Just wondering on that one. See, even this guy knows that you're full of shit. Now, unlike Grady Judd, who spent the majority of his life behind the desk and as a politician in law enforcement, I spent all my time on the street. Now, I was in law enforcement from 2001 until 2019, and in all of that time, not once, not ever, as a matter of fact, never did I ever seen any violence, any threat of violence, any violent crime, anything ever attributed or connected to cannabis whatsoever. Not even remotely fucking close. Sure as shit, seen a ton of violence that was alcohol related. I wrote 40 DUIs my last year as a cop. 9 of those were cannabis arrests. And in Illinois, if you have any cannabis in your system, that's a DUI. But there was not 1 ounce of impairment on any driver I ever saw. Very interesting. Alcohol, fucking train wreck times a million. It's just a morality issue. You get your speaking mouth politicians who are so fucking out of touch in reality. Go ahead and vilify fucking Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, Miller High. Go ahead and vilify those because they are about 1,000 times more destructive than cannabis is any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Hardcore drugs, they're a different story. And even then, I don't believe in the government getting involved in somebody's personal use of it. They want to destroy their own fucking lives. Let them. I don't care. When it comes to cannabis, specifically cannabis, I've done it fucking twice in the form of gummies, and I'm going to tell you from personal experience, if more cops had had the access to this on a legal level and it wasn't vilified, we would have less problems with our police on the street and a more highly functional relationship between them and the public. But men like this will never let that happen.